Craig from Terrain Direct. This is part 2 of my marathon weekend of mass recording videos. The first one that I'm going to do is basically the tools. What tools do you use when modelling? Okay, so it's a very simple answer. There is 2 types of tool. One, basic. You can't do modelling without these tools. Number 2, advanced luxury items. I'll take you through a little bit of the basic ones first. So the first set of tools any good modeller needs is these. These are one of the most important tools that you can have, your hands. Your next is your imagination. With your imagination, endless possibilities. So they're your 2 most fundamental basic tools. Now I'll actually stop this video and then take this off the tripod, so it might be a wee bit shaky, and what I'll do is I'll run through some of the tools that I've actually currently got on my bench here. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, as you can see here, I'm going to start with my actual bench. This is my painting tray, obviously metallic water, standard water for all my acrylics, and a couple of models that's on the go just there. Paintbrush, anyone that's watched the Vallejo paint unboxing will know exactly what that one is. My other brushes just down there, these are the Games Workshop Citadel brushes. I think I've got every single one in the whole set just there. My next is my cutting mat, very very important, not to score all your table and stuff like that. Always good to have one of those. You can actually pick them up extremely cheaply these days. My next is more exotic, is my friendly tablet. Without that, I don't think there would be much of my videos actually going on, because that's where I actually watch all my YouTube videos from. Now this is my beast. This one is my, there we go, Styrocut 3D from Cool Tool. This is one of the most fantastic hot wire cutters available. The reason being is the actual possibilities with this table are endless, because if you can see here, I'll try and get a good shot. I'm not sure if you can actually see the cable. The actual wire inside on this actual table comes in 2 different types. Obviously it's adjustable at the top, and it's got a spool underneath which allows you to raise and lower your cable, and it pretty much always stays exactly perfectly in a straight line. I'll show you some of the cables if I can find them. Where are they? Okay, here we go. Sorry if it's getting a little bit all over. These are the cables. As you can see, this one, a thicker one, this one actually allows you to bend the actual wire to any position that you want to put it in, and it will actually stay there. So if you want to make a curve, you can actually thread this wire, put it in, which only takes a minute or 2 to do, and actually form your wire to any shape that you want and drag that through. This table also comes with a freehand router tool, which is just here. The freehand router, this is, I'll put this one down on the bench here. You can see how I've actually shaped my wire inside. For me, this is absolutely perfect for almost every application of cutting with my phone, because I can use it straight down as a knife. I can use this end here to actually carve rocks and cliffs. The straight here, this actually allows me to get a really uniform straight cut, and the back actually allows me to contour different things. If you see how the cable's just slightly bent. To get that like that does take actually a little bit of time because it's quite fiddly. Because as you can see here, you have to actually open. You actually have to open these screws just here, and that's an exotic tool. Other tools are like my knife sets. My knife set's just here. I have my Swan Morton blade, surgical standard. Absolutely fantastic knife. I have all my old and rusty, but still very sharp, funnily enough, to cut foam. Very rarely use those these days, and I actually have just some throwaway blades. All very cheap. Even the Swan Morton knife, if you look on different websites, you can actually see them for relatively cheap. Okay, I'm going to give you another wee little look here. This is my light. That's more of an exotic light. It's probably actually too bright to actually see the full thing. I'll try and turn it off. There we go. That's it just there. And the lighter is obviously for melting my glue at the top on the tips. If you've ever had a paint jam in one of the, I don't know if I've got one out at the moment, the glue tubes, the one with the metal tube just at the end, sometimes it clogs up. If you just heat it with a little lighter just to start with, it'll actually melt the glue just inside and it'll allow you to reuse it. Okie dokie, so there's hundreds of other stuff just down here. I've got my box of other tools that's got things like files. It has well, let's just make a little space just on the bench, and it's a very heavy box, indeed, and I'll give you a little glimpse into my box. Okie dokie, here's my box. Pliers, always good for bending. Metal. Hot glue gun, you can't really do without a hot glue gun, that's more terrain. A good set of scissors. I actually have one of the very, very old wire cutters from Games Workshop. Cardboard tube, Nikon wire, 2 double-D batteries. This still actually works great, but I don't actually use that one hardly at all at the moment. Metal ruler, I actually have some clamps in here, more knives, knife blades, pallets, pins, this is like a sponge for leopard effects on terrain, chisel knife with a broken chisel blade, and another favourite one of my tools, which is probably not going to come out now, is this one. This one's my pick. Very, very hardened steel on this one, and also very sharp, funnily enough. And that's a great tool for getting into tricky places, especially for foam, if you're actually pulling foam, to break it up and make it look more aged and distorted. The rest is batteries for the foam cutter. Oh, there we go. There's in this bag. I have one of the glue tubs, and these are renowned for inside here, this tube getting clogged. That's what the lighter's for. You heat that tube up, and it will allow your glue to come out. Okay, so that's pretty much my box of tricks. So I'll put this back on the tripod right now, don't get seasick. Whoa, we're all moving, it's all going strange. Okie dokie, and it's still strange. And now, unless you want a close-up of my feet. Well, that's basically my bench, and some of the tools, exotic or otherwise, some of your basic, some of your more exotic tools. And that's only a very small amount of what I actually have. If you see, there's other boxes, there's tons of other boxes in there with other tools in them. I have drawers full of stuff. I have a whole section unit outside which is full of terrain making stuff, modelling stuff, RTV silicons. It's pretty much, if it's not in that shed, you don't actually need it. That shed is just absolutely full with drawers and everything like that. And if you was hearing a strange little noise just there, that's my little puppy dog. He's just had a operation on his back, so he's a little bit sore because he's only had it done yesterday. So, yeah, the puppy little fella. Yeah, right. So, and we might as well just put him on for a little minute. And that's my puppy dog. And yeah, it's just here. He's just had a. Oh, I'll show you. Say hi to everybody, Mr. Murphy. Say hi to everybody. That's why he's a little bit upset. He's had a rather nasty operation. So it's all going to get fuzzy again. Yay! There we go again. Right, okay. So that's video 2. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm sure I'll be uploading them as fast as I can, depending on the rendering process. I hope that gives you a little bit more of an insight into me, what I use, and my little furry friend over there. Okie dokie, so without further ado, I will say goodbye and happy wargaming.